Hi everyone. Maybe we have a lead attendance because of IPL. Let's wait for a couple of minutes for others to join in. And then we start. So let me hear from you in the meanwhile. What do you understand by whiteboards online? And what do we use it for?
Yeah, I use the whiteboard in, I think, Google Meet once. It's like a blackboard. You can write immediately on it and save also.
Right. Perfect. Anyone else? We have so many teachers out here. So a lot of people are needing the whiteboard and using the whiteboard also. Yeah, so typically what happens in a situation, in a teaching situation, you need whiteboards very extensively because teachers are used to writing on the board. However good or bad their handwriting is, they're used to writing on the board, number one. In an office environment, it is very useful for brainstorming, for project planning, for problem solving. Yeah. So it is a very good tool where you can collaborate jointly. So when you have multiple people commenting or contributing to a particular project, then a whiteboard is very useful. Okay. So let's see how we can use whiteboards in Zoom and how we can use Microsoft Whiteboard, which can be used in Microsoft Teams also. So these are only two of the simple things that we will learn. There are many more options, but to start with, we will just look at these two options. So let me share my screen. As far as whiteboards are concerned, in Zoom, when you go to share screen, you have the options of all the open windows on your machine. You also have the option to share screen number one or whatever. If you have two screens, screen one or screen two, and you have a third option of whiteboard. So I'm just selecting the whiteboard option. So are you able to see a blank board across the board?
Yes.
Yeah. So today it is a small group, so anybody can unmute themselves and speak, no issues. So a whiteboard is a very simple blank board. The world is your oyster and you can start writing or drawing or erasing or anything that you want to do. So if I want to draw something, I can draw something. I hope you can see whatever I'm doing. So I can select the pen, I can select the format, the color of the pen. So suppose I say, sorry, I want to erase something, I can use the eraser. Then if I want to use a different format for drawing, say straight lines.
Can we divide the board?
Sorry?
Divide the board and
Divide.
divide the board into two parts and can we get the participants to write?
Yeah. So we are coming to that.
Oh.
Just now we are just seeing the basics.
Okay, sorry.
I can draw stuff, number one. So I can select a color, I can select a shape also, I can select like, there are options. The host has the options as of now. You cannot share anything just now. I will show you how to share things. So I have the option to select a square or a rectangle. I have the option to select a circle. whatever I want to do, like I want to do an organization chart, or I want to say, put some points, I can select a free form draw line. And then other options are there. I can select a diamond if I'm making a project flow chart or something. I can select arrows to point to stuff. Okay. And so on. So thick line, thin line, shapes, I want to connect them. So I can say I want to connect this with this. So I can use this. Okay, it's a total free form and you can do whatever you want out here. I'm just selecting stuff. I have an eraser. I can erase stuff. So I just click on the eraser and I can erase whatever I've drawn earlier. I have something called a stamp. So if I want to put a stamp here, so there are 4 or 5 types of stamps. One is a pointer. It is like a rubber stamp. I'm just putting a rubber stamp. Okay, I may have ticks. So if I want voting, I can keep ticks out here. If this is an idea and I want people to vote on it, they can put ticks. I can put a star. I can put a heart. Okay, so these are various types of, or I can have a check mark. Fine. So these are the types of stamps that I have. I have text. So if I want to enter text somewhere, I can just put it. Okay.
But Yazdi, we can't see your where you are selecting this from.
No, you can't see it. You'll see it just now. Presently, I'll show you how you can also participate and do all these things. I'm just showing you what all can be done. Then we will see how you can do it also. So just now what I have done is I have disabled annotation. These are called annotations in Zoom. So I have disabled annotations by the participants. If I want a collaborative experience, this is a teacher sort of a situation where I'm just teaching and people are listening.
Yes, yes.
But if I want a collaborative sort of a situation, maybe I will allow you people to also participate. So I will just enable annotation for everyone. I can't do it selectively. Either it is no or yes. If it is yes, it is for everyone. Now, if you see on the top of your screen, there is a green band, and next to it is view options. So if you click on view options, you can annotate.
Yeah, we got that. We got that.
Yeah, so now you can also annotate using the various
annotate.
Yeah. Now, who is doing what I can see. Can you see the name also popping up?
I did something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shehnaz is doing something, Roshan is writing something. You can move it around also. You can select something and move it around. You can erase whatever you have done. There's an eraser on top. You can just erase.
Yeah.
Pick the eraser and click on it.
You can use it for feedback or something after a...
Yeah. You can use it for feedback. And you can even try text. You don't have to write text with your mouse. You can just select text and then enter the text, whatever you want to enter.
How do I use the erase?
There is an eraser on top.
Okay, after that?
And then click on the eraser and then go and click on what you want to erase.
So suppose I'm not being able to erase the arrow. So,
which arrow?
See, this is my eraser. What you can see my eraser.
No, I can't see what you can see.
Okay, so you have drawn an arrow next to the question box.
Yeah.
I'm trying to erase it. I can't erase it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Which arrow? This line?
Yeah.
This line you want to erase?
Yeah.
Let me see. First of all, who has drawn this line?
No, you had drawn that arrow, no, next to that question box.
No, you can't erase what I have written. You can erase only
Ah.
what you have written.
All right, that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you can erase only what you have written. I
okay,
can erase what I have written,
okay.
but there is another option. I can erase all viewers' drawings. So everybody else who had written something, I have erased it now.
So you have control over that.
Yeah, so the host has the control. I
Yeah.
can say clear all drawings, clear my drawings, or clear viewers' drawings.
Ah,
So all these three are there. Then there is something called a spotlight out there on the top. So I can use a spotlight as a pointer. If I am discussing something here, I'm discussing something here. You see the spotlight as a pointer. That is one possibility. Then there is an arrow which is a pointer. So I can see now when I'm clicking on the arrow, it keeps moving wherever I'm pointing. Okay.
yeah.
And there is a temporary arrow. So if I'm pointing to this is temporary. The minute I move away, it evaporates.
Yeah.
So if I am pointing to this, I'm explaining something about this, and then I'm going here, then that one will go off. So these are the various ways in which I can use the annotations. Okay.
Yes, where is the temporary arrow? Could not make out that. How did you get that?
When you go to the spotlight, you see the spotlight
There is no spotlight. Where is the spotlight?
next to stamp. Do you have stamp?
I have stamp and then
Yes,
I have
stamp, arrow.
Stamp.
eraser
Stamp.
and format. I don't. There is no spotlight.
After stamp, you don't have spotlight.
No
After stamp, we have arrow.
arrow.
Arrow. Okay, so you can use the arrow. This one. Try that.
Arrow is there, but the arrow is permanent like this.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's moving. We can move the arrow. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Move the arrow.
This is basically a pointer. When you are using the arrow, it is just a pointer. Now, if you click on the arrow, do you see three options down below?
No.
No.
No. Okay. So you don't have that option of a vanishing. This is a vanishing pen.
Oh yeah. Achha.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It gets the arrow.
We
Okay.
don't
So
have-
as a host, you will have that option.
Okay.
And then you have the format where you have the colors and you have the line width and the font size and shape and all that. Okay, so you can draw whatever you want to draw. And if it is a collaborative thing, then multiple people can collaborate and draw on the same thing. Okay.
How would I use it, CSV, if I'm doing 2 or 3 groups together?
2 or 3.
There are 2 or 3 groups together who have to present, for example,
Yeah.
and the whiteboard we have it. So there are 3 topics, and
Yeah. So if you want to separate it, let me just clear the whole thing. I'm clearing all the drawings. So I can separate it like this.
yeah,
Oh, sorry, I'm using a vanishing pen. Sorry, I have to use a normal pen. So I can draw and divide this into multiple sections. I can put some titles out here
yeah,
and then let everybody, you can say, you guys fill it in this area.
yeah,
You
group
guys
A,
fill it,
group B, group C. Okay.
or you can keep, you can have squares and ask people to enter stuff here. So when I say I want to put squares, I can say put your ideas here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
And then you can always delete these lines, add lines.
Can we do it 1, 2, 3, 4 also? Okay.
Text, you have text now. So
Yeah,
you
so
use
I'm just
text.
seeing your one ideas, for example. So text. Here
Now you
one
can move it, size it,
number.
whatever.
Does the numbers come also?
Numbers is your keyboard only, na? If you
I just keep on doing it. Okay.
if you use text, you can enter whatever numbers you want.
Okay.
Numbers is part of your text.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
So you can play around with this and get a wonderful collaborative experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonderful. Very helpful. We can I use this often in my classes because we
Yeah.
have groups of 16 and we divide them into patches. We can do-
Yeah. So you can do a wonderful brainstorming. You can discuss one-to-one. You can discuss one-to-many. Whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
you can play around. And at the end of it, you can say save. On the top, you can see save. The host has the option to save. Okay. So when I am saving it, 1 second, I will just share that screen to share. 1 second. There is some background noise. Can you
someone
please
coming.
switch it off? Yeah. So when I save it, now you're seeing my screen now. See, this was what was saved.
Yeah.
This remains as an image.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever you do, and now within the same session, if I go back to annotate, I'm sorry, if I go back to my whiteboard, actually, if you notice, I can annotate even on my desktop. Can you see that?
Yes. How did you do that?
No, so my annotation box is still on. You can also annotate just now on my desktop because you are also allowed.
Oh.
Okay. So when you are the host, you must always remember that if you give too much of freedom, then people can come and do all sorts of things.
You have
They
no
can
control.
make a mess of your.
Yeah, you may have no control. Yeah.
Yeah. So be careful.
Yeah.
If you have students whom you can shout at. Now again, I go to share screen and go to my whiteboard. Now my original whiteboard during this session will remain. So you can continue working on this. Okay.
You can have multiple whiteboards.
No, for the session, you will have one whiteboard. This is for the session. Okay. Now,
I'm saying, supposing we need 2 whiteboards, for example, we cannot have it.
No, not in the same session.
Okay.
You have to start another session.
Okay.
The beauty of this annotation is this is fine as far as whiteboards go. You can make changes, draw stuff, draw figures, etc., etc.
Wonderful.
But the beauty of this is that you can even use this annotation tool, as you observed already, on your desktop. Now I have something, a website, which I am now displaying. Can you see the website?
Yes.
Yes.
Now here also I can annotate. I can say I want to point to something, or I want to say 1 second, highlight it or whatever. I can say I want to show you this, I want to show you this, I want to show you this. Okay, or I want to do any annotation. Ultimately, it comes back to the same thing. Suppose I want to
run you through the entire kind of site.
Yeah. So I am now operating on a website. Now this is really cool because this is somebody else's website and I am explaining a third party or the same person what all I am going to talk about. Okay, so I can draw stuff on somebody else's website and I can save it for future use.
Perfect.
Okay, and I can write text.
But how did you go to the website? But you just went along with Zoom, you opened the website.
Yeah. So when you go for share, what you do is as I told you earlier, when you go to share, you will see all the open windows on your desktop. So you select the website open window, and then now see, Shahnaz is drawing something even on the website. It is on somebody else's website. Okay. So this is very, very useful.
This is amazing, Jasdeep, because if I want to take people through a program or a plan or a flow chart,
Yeah,
you can traverse through it, no?
exactly. You can do whatever. And it is, again, now the other beautiful thing about this is a website, correct? Now, if I want to open a document on my computer and work on it, so I have one document which I will share now.
Mm,
Now here also I can use,
okay. Jasdeep, can you highlight over here?
unfortunately, there is no highlighter.
Ah,
You only have a draw which
a
is,
box kind of thing. Yeah, okay.
but this is opaque. This is not transparent, so it
You
doesn't.
won't get the text. Yeah, you won't get the text. Yeah. Mm,
But you can highlight it using something like this,
yeah,
whatever you want to, any shape,
yeah.
a circle, a square, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can select any of these also and start moving it or resizing it or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So are you getting the feel of this? When you're doing annotations, one is you use a whiteboard and start with a clean slate. That is one possibility.
Mm,
Second possibility is you can go to a website and have a look or make changes there.
mm.
And the third possibility is you can even go to any file on your desktop and
Oh.
make changes.
Oh, really?
So this is the, like if you are running a session and you want to talk about something, then you can go step by step, or you can use this highlighter, spotlight,
Yeah.
talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, etc.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And then you have your, see, the point is that your document is not changed in any way.
Mm, mm.
Your document, original document, your original website remains the same. But you have the option to save whatever annotations you are doing here and use it later, or you can share it with your students or your collaborators or whatever. So sometimes people want to put some comments. This is absolutely wrong. For example, I want to say that this is a, so you can, and this becomes an image which you can save. Okay, if I say save,
Mm.
I say show in folder. Now this is, I'm sorry, now 1 second, now you should be able to see new share. Okay, now you're seeing that this was, all these are saved. Okay.
Mm. Great.
So this is the beauty of doing annotations or sharing a whiteboard
Yeah.
in Zoom. Are we clear about this? Any questions?
We used it on one of our webinars. We asked the participants to kind of release the annotate and gave them a chance to write a feedback. It
Yeah.
was great. It was great. But this is amazing. Yes, it's a fantastic learning and teaching tool. Yeah.
Yeah, and over to your query, can you add or change cells in Excel? No, you are not modifying the original document.
Mm,
You are just writing over it. It
Mm.
becomes an image. You can capture the image and you can save it for future reference. But you cannot actually work on the cells. I can only work on the cells because I'm the host. But I cannot allow even the participants to work on the cells. Okay, so this is one way of using a whiteboard, using annotations in Zoom. The other beautiful thing is Microsoft Whiteboards.
Yeah. I think
Okay,
this
so what Microsoft Whiteboards does, you can use it in Microsoft Teams also, but just now I'll show you the desktop version of it.
Mm.
Microsoft Whiteboard is something which comes free in Windows 10. So you just go to your start button and type whiteboards. If it is there, it will allow you to launch it. If it is not there, it will allow you to install it. So you can go to Microsoft Store. You know how to go to Microsoft Store and look for whiteboard. Okay. Are you comfortable with that, or you want me to show that?
Sure,
Okay.
Yazdi. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll just show it to you. You can see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just go to the Windows key and type whiteboard. Okay. So it says my Microsoft Whiteboard, and I can say open. That is because I already have it installed. But if you don't have it, then you can go and look for Microsoft Store. Okay, you come to Microsoft Store, search for whiteboard. So this is going to the Microsoft Store online. And you can say search for whiteboard. Okay, so Microsoft Whiteboard is the one. See, there are so many types of whiteboards, but Microsoft is the one that you will click on. And in my case, it will show that you can launch it. In your case, if you don't have it, you can say get it for free. Okay, here it says this product is installed. I have already installed it. I can launch it. In your case, if you don't have it installed, you can say get it, and it will be free, and you can install it on your machine. Okay, it will automatically install it. So what does Microsoft Whiteboard look like? It looks something like this. I have some earlier practice sessions on the whiteboard, and otherwise you'd see a blank screen. You will not see any of these. And you can say create a new whiteboard. Are you with me on this?
Yeah. Yes.
So I say create a whiteboard, and it is exactly what it says. It is a whiteboard. Okay, it's as simple as that.
You can make it pink, huh? No, seriously, I use it all the time.
Yeah, okay,
So, you
But-
can change the color, you can give it rule lines, you can
Right,
give it
right,
squares, lots of things.
it's really very powerful.
Yeah,
It has many more features than Zoom.
yes.
So you first come, if you see the menu, it is on the bottom. Can you see the menu on the bottom?
Yeah.
So you just click the first item. It shows you pens of different colors. There is a highlighter here.
Yeah.
There is an eraser. There is a ruler. Okay.
Mm.
So just pick up and start drawing. I can draw stuff. I can use different colored pencils. Can you see this shapes are getting aligned automatically?
Yeah.
However, roughly I'm drawing.
Yazdi,
Yes.
who are you sharing this whiteboard with?
Right
Who
now, I'm
else?
not. Right now, I'm not sharing it with anyone. Just now, it is. I'm just showing you what I'm doing myself. There is an option here on the top right. If you see next to my name, this is my name. Next to it, I have option to invite people. So when I invite people, then we can share it with whosoever. So web sharing is off. I can switch it on, and I create a sharing link. Once I create a sharing link and I share it with people, so this is the link. When I share this link with others, they can also collaborate on this whiteboard. Okay, so right now, just understand what all you can do on the whiteboard. So as I said first, you can draw stuff out here. Okay, you can put text. And then you can move, you see the grid lines, so you can align stuff as you want it. And this whiteboard is infinite. You can go on and on and on. So if there are collaborators, etc., there is no limit to this. You can zoom in, zoom out, whatever you want to do, depending on your stuff that you have here. You can add notes. So suppose, like, let us take a good example. Now, this one I want to erase, this one I want to erase. I'm just clicking it on it and seeing the menu, and I'm deleting stuff. Okay. Okay, so now I want to say I want to do a project which says okay, and I want to add some text here. So this is my project, make ice cream. Just 1 second. I can turn it around, I can expand, contract, whatever I want to do. Okay, I can even shift it and put it where I want it. Okay, so this is the name of the project. Say make ice cream. Yeah, and then there are several things that I want to do. So I'll say multiple stuff. So one will be recipe, second will be target audience, third will be probably, are you seeing how roughly I'm drawing and how nicely it is reshaping?
Mm.
Okay, so now I want to put some notes. So I can put some notes. Ingredients, suppose I say. Most of the time, these are all stuck and they will move the whole thing together. But here I can put a note for the say ingredients. Then I might say target audience. So I may put another note. You get the idea?
Mm.
I can change the background as, so here I can change the color, I can change the style, whatever. All sorts of fancy stuff you can do. You can hold on to this circle and move it around, make it a little fancy. You can copy this. Now when I'm collaborating, I might ask people to vote for it. This I agree. So you got 1 vote.
Mm.
Here you can only vote once. You cannot make 2 votes. Okay. So you can have votes. If you notice this, you can have votes. You can edit the note. You can have votes. Background color. You can copy this note or you can delete it. Or you can cut it and paste it somewhere else. So all sorts of options are there. Okay. So you have a pencil, a highlighter. Somebody was asking for a highlighter. So you have this highlighter. Okay, I'm very bad at this. Okay, so which type of highlighter you want? You want a square highlighter, purple highlighter? Okay. There is an eraser. I can erase stuff out here. It is just like an eraser. I just rub it off. Okay. There is also a ruler, which if you use the ruler, you take any pen and you can draw parallel lines. You saw the lines?
Yes. Yeah.
Is there any way to turn this ruler? Because I find I can only do it at this angle. I'm not able to shift this ruler around.
Oh, yeah.
I can't make it horizontal, for example. Or, you're doing it. How?
Okay. That is why you come here, no?
Yes. How did you turn it?
Down there.
It's a very silly thing.
Huh.
but I'll tell you how I can do it. First of all, so you select the ruler, put your pointer on it, your mouse on it, and use the mouse scroll button.
Mouse scroll button. Okay.
Or once you select it, you use the Alt and arrow keys.
Alt and arrow. Okay.
Arrow, right arrow, left arrow.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Alt arrow and which one you said?
Mouse roller, just roller.
Scroll it. Okay.
So you can make it to any angle you want.
Okay.
Very cool. So you can draw lines, you can draw a table, etc., etc. We'll come to the table, etc.
Mhm.
So this is something very interesting, which you can do now. If you are using the whole thing in Microsoft Teams, you have an option. If you are using Microsoft Teams, you have an option to start the whiteboard, but certain functions are limited. Okay. So if you do a whiteboard offline, that is on your desktop, and then share it, it is a better way of sharing, because then you get all the options. Okay. So you have the option. This was notes. This is add images. So you can use a library image, you can use a Bing image. So if you are doing an ice cream project, I can say ice cream. It will search the images from the net, and I can select whatever image and put it wherever I want it. Okay, I can select images right from my desktop also. I can use images. So the image menu, what it says, library image, that is from my desktop. I can use a Bing image, that is from the web, or I can use the camera to snap a photograph of an image and insert it here. And this is really very, very powerful. The next thing is you have some options to have a note grid. So if you want to put in multiple notes, you can straight away look for a note grid. So then you can add notes to this. Are you seeing what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So I can have a note grid directly in one shot rather than saying add note, add note, add note. Otherwise, I had this option to add a note, correct? I can insert a note grid. I can also insert a preview list. So I can say, do this, do that, multiple things that I want to do. So when I'm collaborating with people, I can do a whole lot of things, and then people can come and say, okay, this is an important task. So this is just a list of tasks that I have to do on this project. Are you getting this?
Yes.
So you can add tasks, like as in add a list, but then more than the task, you can have a follow-up list. Now follow-up list is the same as a task, but what it does is you can assign it to somebody. So I can say recipe, then I can say target audience. So I can say this, I will want to assign it to XYZ. So I can assign it to people who are on the group. Okay. So it is very simple to know what all you have been assigned. It can be a huge list. Okay. So there can be something called a follow-up list, or there can be a simple list. Then what you have is a template. Now template, we'll just hold it for a minute. You can add PDFs also. So if you feel you want to add a PDF, some information is there. Okay, so I have a PDF. Now a PDF can go into multiple pages, right? So I can select, this is a judgment. So I want to use this judgment. I want to use only last 2 pages of this judgment. So I can say insert selected, or I can say insert all pages. And then I can again move them around and size them, etc., etc. Are you seeing the power of this?
Tremendous.
So you can insert a PDF, you can insert a Word file, you can say add a Word file, again Word document or a PowerPoint document, whatever you have, you can select which page of the Word document. This is only a one-page document, so otherwise it can say insert selected. So I can select this page, this page, this page, and select. Okay, are you getting it? Or you can even insert a PowerPoint document. Then, okay, I will just quit from here. So automatically it saves. It is edited at 10 p.m. and that's it. You don't have to worry about saving and all. You can name it. This is untitled just now. You can invite participants. You can name it. And then the participants can come and do annotations here, add their comments, add their likes, etc., etc. There is no dislike, no? There's only like. Okay, so now we come to a fresh whiteboard, and Microsoft also makes us more lazy. So instead of creating an entire thing, they have given us templates for multiple types of stuff. So it may be brainstorming. Are you able to see my screen?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Everybody is very quiet here.
It's
So-
fun. Yes, it's so fascinating.
Paying
Yeah.
attention.
So you have a template for brainstorming, you have a template for Kanban, you have a template for retrospective, effective meetings. So if you want to have an effective meeting with your teammates, so let us take this template. It gives you a ready-made template for running a meeting. So you have the agenda, you have the follow-ups assigned to whom, everything. And this is a parking lot, means if you want to put some stuff here, which is just notes for future reference, which is common. So you can put your items here, you can put your follow-ups here, and you have your parking lot where you can put some stuff here. You can add stuff, you can, so again, some tips for running an effective meeting, etc., etc. Very simple, but very useful. So lots and lots of templates are there. You have brainstorming, effective meeting, SWOT analysis you want to do. So you want to collaborate with your colleagues on SWOT analysis, just do this. So then you can list your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So you don't have to create this entire thing. It's ready-made and ready to use. And you can mention your goals out here. Can you see how easy it is?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where did you get the SWOT from?
Again,
Templates.
you say add template and you get all these options. SWOT is here, project planning, project milestones, problem solving.
We
Okay.
can't see that just now.
You can't see the previews.
No, we're just seeing a blank screen.
No, I can see the.
Whiteboard. I'm just seeing a
Oh, I
whiteboard.
can see. I can see.
You can see on the right what I'm scrolling through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now I can. Yes.
Yeah, so maybe it is off your screen, or maybe your participants are covering it up.
No, I got it.
Okay. So project planning, project milestones, problem solving, DWL, weekly planner, empathy map, persona builder. Suppose you want to build your persona. So you have demographics, you have your goals, you have your known habits, you have your pain points. You know, these small notes already ready for you, and you can just build ideas, build your persona out here. Very cool. And then of course you can add, delete, copy it, cut, paste, whatever. Export it as a CSV. So then it becomes an Excel file straight away. So you have this, all these options are there. Note grid, list, follow-ups list, templates, PDF, add Word document, add PowerPoint document. So the canvas is really, and the minute you click on it, you can see the grid lines. So it is easy for you to align stuff if you are moving stuff around. On the top right, in the settings, you have something called active paint, ink to shape. This is what is creating that shape. When I'm drawing something, how the shape is created because I have clicked on ink to shape. If I want to disable it, I'll disable it. Okay, and then see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay, so you can have ink to shape. You can have something called ink to table. So you can actually draw a table also. And the table expands. You see the difference between this and this line? What happened?
It's incomplete.
No, I did not start at the edge.
Oh, yeah.
You have to start at the edge.
Okay.
Otherwise, he doesn't know. He thinks that you are drawing something.
Hmm.
Okay. So you have all these options. Ink to shape, ink to table, object snapping. So if you want to snap an object next to each other, like when you're making your notes, you can format your background. That is what Kashmira was saying earlier.
Yeah.
You can make your background. You can make it square grids. So you have square grids, or you can make it as a graph paper or whatever. So a whole lot of stuff is there. You can make a diamond grid. See, the grid is changing. Can you see it clearly?
Yes.
You can change the colors, you can change the background, etc., etc. You can clear the canvas. And toolbar location, they spoil you for like crazy. You can put it to the left, to the right. So you can put your toolbar to the left, since if you're working vertically, if you're working, you can put it to the right, you can put it at the bottom.
What is that sign below the ruler that you saw just now? On the
The
toolbar?
lasso.
Lasso.
Kind of. What is that?
Lasso means if you want to select an odd shape, if it is not an even regular shape like a square or a circle, you can use the lasso shape. So in this case, of course, I'm not able to get this lasso part properly, but it is encircling something, and then of course you can move it around and stuff like that. And otherwise, if you try to move this, then the whole thing moves. 1 second. One second. I don't know. You can select one item at a time, or you can select multiple items at a time. So when you select, suppose you have a series of notes, then you can select all of them in one shot. And then there is undo and redo. So if you want to undo the last operation, just like Control Z. Okay, I can do undo at up to the end of infinity. And I can redo also if I do undo multiple times. So these are some of the options that you have in settings. As I said earlier, you can add people. You can make a web sharing link, give this link to multiple people, and multiple people can also work on it. Okay, you can say copy link and paste it in your email or in your WhatsApp or wherever, and multiple people can use this same whiteboard. And that is the strength of collaboration. Now, if you want to share this in real time, then you can still go to Microsoft Teams and use this entire thing in real time. Otherwise, offline, I can do something, you can do something after 2 hours, somebody else can do something after tomorrow, and everything will be captured on the same whiteboard.
We can also share this via Zoom.
You can share this via Zoom also.
Yeah.
So how did you enjoy?
Good. I learned something new.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Need to
So-
practice this more, no? Become more.
Yeah. You have to practice this. I'm just showing you the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking before we start using the whiteboard in the class, we'll have to do a real recon before we go online.
Also, you can attach a tablet to your computer or your laptop,
Yeah.
and you can write on that with a stylus, So if we are not at ease with using a mouse, that would help.
What do you
Yeah, or if you have a touch screen, and then
Mhm.
straight away on the laptop, you can start drawing on the screen itself.
Hmm.
But Yazdi, right now I can't see the annotation bar. On the
No, I have disabled it because
okay.
I had a very bad experience. I don't know if you guys were there
Yes,
sometime
I was.
in May, June last year.
Yeah, some very nasty characters.
Yeah, but that was somebody else from outside, no?
Yeah. But then it could be anyone, na? So there can be a Zoom bombing, it is called, where anybody can get into your.
And also nowadays there is this apps there in Zoom. Anything idea about that?
Yeah, the apps give
yeah.
you an enhanced experience of Zoom.
Achha.
So, but then all the participants have to install those apps, then only it will be fun. So if I install something like I have installed, for example, a timer, and I suppose I use a timer, I just use a brief this thing. It will just give you a beep when the time is up. Maybe I'll put it for 5 seconds so that it becomes easy. I'm starting the timer now, and in 5 seconds, it will give a beep.
For everybody?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I can reset it, do 1,000 things, then I can use the virtual backgrounds. Very simple but very useful. Then there is a tool called Miro. There are lots of apps. Then you should know those apps also. But if you have the timer installed, then you can also see how many seconds are remaining, etc. Yeah, Owen, you had one query. Can you redesign the agenda? Of course, this is a template which you get, and then you can do whatever you want with the template. And you can create your own templates also and save it. So every time you want to use that, you can do that. So you can redesign. The templates are only indicators or starting points. You can build on that and create a huge agenda table. Yes, you are saying that you remember real whiteboards which cost thousands and had to be synced with a projector. So this is so simple. You can just save it and share it with your team or anyone in the team. Even in Microsoft Whiteboard, you have the option to enable or disable participants to write on the screen. So sometimes you want the team only to view what you have said. Sometimes you may want them to participate actively. So both the options are available. Great. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it.
Wonderful session, Nazdi. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Yazdi.
Wonderful.
Thank
Welcome.
you. I learned something new again.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better remember your ruler. How to move
Yes.
it.
Yeah. But I hope that works also if I'm using a tablet, because most of the
Yeah.
time.
It will work. In fact, this is available, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is available as an app on your Android and iPhone also.
Okay.
So you can even download the app, use it and share it.
App
But
which
on a
app?
small screen, if you have a large project, if you have a simple to-do list or something like that, it is easy on a phone. But if you have a large project, I feel a bigger canvas is always
Yeah.
a.
I actually use it for regular teaching. So it works literally like a board that we write on. So we write, we draw diagrams, and of course, having a ruler now is really going to help.
You're a teacher, Kashmira.
Yes.
Ah, wonderful.
So we have so many teachers out here.
Yeah.
Owen is a teacher, Jasmine is a teacher, Maruf, I don't know whether she's a teacher or not. You can speak up. Roshan is always a teacher. Karishma is a teacher. Kashmira is a teacher. Shenaz is a teacher. Oh God.
But we're all your students.
Because only teachers will take so much time to do all this.
I'm not a teacher yet.
Rest are just interested in watching online programs.
Yeah.
No, and
We have
this
to- we have to make
disabling
the
the
programs.
annotation is really
Actually,
important.
it would be nice if those who are using it can demonstrate a lesson on the whiteboard. It'd be very wonderful.
Yeah.
Kashmira is doing something, and you can see how she can do it, a small session.
Roshan, you wanted to say something?
No, I put it in the chat that everything you show looks so very simple. And then I get stuck at the very first step.
No, it is just a matter of trying it out. See, now I just open the windows and then the whole thing, and in fact, you can get better than me also.
Oh my God.
No, but for
Good,
most of us, I think it's learning by fire. We were just thrown into a situation where we had to start teaching.
Yeah,
online.
yeah.
We just had to, quickly pick up.
Adapt.
things.
Yeah.
So, any guess, that is how life is. COVID teaches us so many things.
Yeah.
Okay, then, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you once again.
Wonderful.
Take care.
Good night.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes,
Bye bye.
Stay blessed, everybody.